Hi guys, it's your girl, Lucinda Speaks, coming to you once more and again with another video. Oh my. What a week it has been. What a week it has been in the YouTube world, guys. Oh, are you ready for Lucinda Speaks? Are you ready for my reaction? I hope you are, because I am so ready to give it. First and foremost, I gotta come on here and give my reaction to this whole thing that has gone down between Latrice, Miss India, and B. Gotta talk about it. Just gotta come right out with the elephant in the room, okay? Now, there's no secret. When I first came out on YouTube, maybe about 2 months ago, I said I did not want to have a team. And I really didn't. But it's hard not to have a team when you see things that go on and you feel passionate about it. So, full disclosure, I have actually been following Latrice and watching Latrice for, gosh, a couple of years, guys. And so, there's no secret. You already know. All you gotta do is go back in these videos and hear what I said, and I stand by what I said. So needless to say, I was very disappointed with what I saw this week. I feel like the entire thing could have been handled better. So here's my 2 cents. I am going to like who I'm going to like, whether or not they do things how I like it or not. Everybody is free. We're all grown. And we're able to handle our business the way we see fit. She handled things the way she saw fit. Now, would I have handled things like that? No, I certainly would have handled things like that. But of course, there are a lot of things that I wouldn't do because, first of all, I'm not her. She's not me. So, without any further ado, here's what I see. Okay? I see Latrice as a person who, in my opinion, who has been through a lot in life. She has made no qualms about telling us all what she's gone through. Okay? She spoke about her grandmother really being her caregiver. But she really sort of was able to kind of be out there with a little to less guidance. And those situations have put her in situations where she's made choices about her life that maybe you and I wouldn't have chose. Maybe some of the things we can identify with, some we can't. What happens to a woman when she's in a situation where she has to be the go-getter, bring her backer? Is she becomes aggressive. She becomes hungry. She becomes a lion. Because remember, she has cubs to protect. Now, whether or not you and I sitting behind those screens agree with how she protects them or not, that's how she's doing it. Okay? It's not really our business unless, kids are being harmed or anything like that. And then they have proper chains of command that come in to deal with things like that. Okay? Now, let's just be honest. She's made her living off of social media. With that being said, there's a pro and a con to every job in America. Okay? So, the pros, of course, popularity, clout, following, and wealth. And some of the cons, of course, the constant criticisms. All right. Now, when you're a person who grew up being criticized and making choices that probably weren't the best choices, let's just be honest. But you're young, you're a child. So you're just a product of your environment, okay? You got to see both sides. And so when you grow up in that, you're always suspicious. You're always aggressive. You have to be. You have to be always thinking. Your mind never rests. Can you imagine being a person that has built a platform to become millionaire status, but yet always trying to protect that at all costs, and everybody's coming at you in every which way? Maybe some things that you've done or said, some will look at that as if you asked for it, but at the same time, you're doing it your way. Now, here's where I feel a brand strategist would come in handy for Latrice. If she ever sees this video, I stand by what I said. And I don't mean a friend of a friend. I don't mean somebody who you don't have to pay. I mean a real brand strategist. In order to go where we all see you going, that's what it's going to take. Because here is where some of the things that people talk about or criticize you for, that brand strategists will be able to convey those things in a way that will be beneficial for you and your brand. And I know that you know this, Latrice, because when I see you, stepping out, doing your music, doing your interviews, a show that you had when you interview different people, I saw that you definitely been talking to somebody. I saw that you definitely have seen where, what hairstyles work the best, skincare, all of those types of things, because you have the perfect bone structure. You already have the body, really, to be honest with you, naturally. You just have, you've had kids, and I know you said you want to get some things done, and I feel like you really, really should. You have the perfect bone structure, honey. You got the perfect skin color. All you need is to just keep on doing what you're doing with skincare, get the right stylist in, and if you want to tuck some things and tweak some things, baby, you're gonna be all right. And even if you don't do some things, honey, when you put on the right skims and the right spanks, you're gonna be all right, whatever you do. Okay? Now, what happens, okay? What happens with that, if you're moving in that direction, you're going to always be around people who will have your best interest and some who won't. And that's what I want to speak about next. Friendship. Okay? Is it how does when as we age, okay, women, we're going to start, some of us will accomplish things, some of us won't. Okay? Friendships change. They tend to shift around 30s to 40s to 50s and on up, okay? Because some of us accomplish things, some of us become supervisors. Some of us become wives of well-to-do men. Some of us become popular in our own right. And so how do friendships play in these types of environments? That's a very, very key thing, because with social media being such a popular thing and so many people building platforms in different ways, how does friendship play in that? Okay? That's a very, very good question. Let's talk about that for a second. Hi guys, when it comes to friendships, let me tell y'all something. It can get tricky. You have sometimes in friendships the haves and the have-nots, right? You have some that make a lot of money, some that don't. When you're in a situation like that, you have to ask yourself, what am I benefiting? How am I benefiting this person, right? Does this person see me as an equal in this friendship? Do they see me as somebody who is here to do a service for them? How do they see me? Folks, there are some uncomfortable conversations that we have to have with friends. See, a lot of times when there's a friend who has a lot, they start to make other friends who have a lot. And then it's kind of like, why are you friends with her? What's her benefit? Oh, I got somebody who could do that. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to be honest and we have to accept rejection. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes we're too pushy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me give my reaction to this whole thing. First with Miss India and Latrice, and then with B and Latrice. With Miss India and Latrice, I like both of them. And my heart was broken, to be honest with you. I feel like maybe, now I'm going to take Latrice's lens first, and then I'm going to take Miss India's lens. With Latrice's lens, I feel like, yes, she's an aggressive type of woman. She's had to get it out the mud, and she's suspicious, and rightfully so. I feel like she probably was tired of being brought a lot. That's a lot of information. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they always warn us about overload, social media overload. They've been warning us about this, especially through this pandemic. Um, we're not getting out interacting with others. We're always social media, so we're in our houses, on that phone, on the iPad, on the computer. Okay, and we go to sleep with it, we wake up with it, and we're always stimulated. Okay, we're not taking time to really get outside, exercise, and all of that, and they warn us about that. And I feel like with Latrice building her whole fortune with social media, yeah, social media is her life. Now, with that being said, that is going to make her very, very busy and very, very attached to her phone. Okay. So therefore, people are going to always bring her information, especially with having a public breakup. I went through a breakup myself, and me and my ex were on social media as well. And I had to be very clear, extremely clear. And I had to kind of put back up from pretty much a lot of people because don't bring me anything. Because I was healing. You understand? And I was busy living my life. And so I had to block all of that. So I do understand her saying that Miss India was bringing her too much. I understand that. I felt that. Here's the thing. I don't know if Miss India didn't understand. I don't feel like she understood that she was doing anything necessarily wrong. I just feel like she was saying, I feel like she was, okay. I feel like she took on a job of being Latrice's eyes and ears. And maybe Latrice did not appreciate that. Like she didn't really want that. And maybe that wasn't communicated. That's what I feel. Here's an opportunity right here that could have been communicated. Even if it wasn't heard the first time, there's a way that that could have been communicated and said, listen, friend, I understand, but you know what? And I know I listened to it at first, and I know I was down with the Kiki at first, but friend, it's taking a different connotation. It is rocking me. It is really, really wearing me down, friend. I just cannot, for my mental health, I can't. Friend, here's where some boundaries must be drawn. And if you value this friendship, like I know you do, these things cannot go on. And then state your case. State what you don't want, state what you do want, and state where you see this going. You understand? And that's when the, no asking for money and don't count my pockets and don't worry about what I give to others. That's where that can come in. And it can be said in a better way. Here's the thing. I see a great potential in Latrice. I really do, and I still do. I just feel like in this juncture, that's where a brand strategist would come into play, because that person is going to work with her on how to speak and how to convey things in a way that's not super, super aggressive and taking and really hurting people's feelings. And the reason why I can identify with her is because I see me in her. Understand? So I have had to be pulled to the side and told, it's the way you say things. You can come off aggressive. And I'm really not. But I had to be honest. It was my delivery. You understand? So I had to have someone to work with me to help with my facial expressions, with the way that I'm able to slow down and get my point across, or speed up, or give it life, because it starts with the inside. And that's how, even through my Memoji, you're able to feel what I'm saying to you right now. Yeah, there's a way to communicate. I was very disappointed in the way Latrice handled that. I'm going to be honest. And that's Lucinda Speaks on that part. Hi, guys. So, I'm back. I had to break for a second. Sorry about that. But on to, I want to talk about Latrice and B. Another disappointing thing, guys, because, Latrice is going to be all right. And B, I understand, came from out of town to work in Latrice's business. Here's where some miscommunication I see, in my opinion, happened. It's a miscommunication because I don't think B really, really knew the ins and outs of Latrice's business. So she was blindsided when it wasn't doing well. And that's what she said. And I kind of, and I can sort of see that. Maybe. Now I'm trying to see how Latrice didn't tell her that. Maybe she was not looking at the overhead or what she was spending versus what she was, her inventory or what it was making. Could it have been promotions? Could it have been the quality of the things? Could it have been just a lot of different factors? Because online shopping has actually been doing very well. But of course, when it comes to small businesses, they struggle. Okay. Now, I'm not sure. I have gone on the website and I have seen some things. I haven't ordered simply because, yeah, there have been people who said, they didn't get things, stuff like that. But that wasn't really the reason why. Everything that I saw, actually, I already had. So it's something that I wanted. Of course, I would have ordered it, but I didn't see anything that I didn't have. Of course, when the spices and stuff came, when she was selling those, I was never able to get able to order because they were always sold out on the spice and stuff like that. And then I think there was some drama with that. So yeah, customer service. But see, here's where again, brand strategists and those people who really, really, really specialize in customer service, here's where some of that investment would really, really take be beneficial to her. Because you cannot employ friends and expect for them without adequate training. Now, yes, if you have somebody come in and train people on customer service, on keeping the website up, of keeping all the inventory, if you had people who trained them and that you really, really knew and that they really had a good track record, yeah, that business would thrive. And then you got to look at your target demographic. Are you offering what people are wanting to order? You know what I'm saying? So, and then getting vendors. Are you willing to invest in what people really want? A lot of people, order bulk things off of places, uh, AliExpress and stuff like that. Um, but a lot of people have the same idea. So maybe it's overkill. So that's where, a person who is an analyst, a person who really, really knows, who studies, what's being ordered, what's being returned, what people are looking for. Those types of people are beneficial. And you got to seek those types of experts if you want these businesses to thrive. Okay. Especially if you're not specializing in one particular thing. Here's the thing about Latrice that I love. She has a lot of different irons in the fire. But what can actually burn out is having too many irons in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to perfect every single thing that you put your hand on. And a lot of it's trial and error as well. So I know, she said she has shared, about her education and things of that nature, but she can always change that. You know what I'm saying? She can either take classes, business courses, or she could always hire someone. And I know you don't want to always hire someone, but that may be something that would be a smart move if you want that business to thrive. Or maybe she's thinking about doing another business. I'm not sure, but yeah, could it have been pricing? Guys, I don't know. But I do understand when she was talking about, hiring friends, and people not treating your business this way and that way. I can understand that. I've heard people say that before. I've had a little bit of experience with that as well. So, but again, to alleviate that, that's where communication is so important, especially when it comes to family members and money and having a business. You have to upfront say, hey, this is an issue. This is how we're going to handle it if this occurs. Also, if things occur after said friend or family member is employed, you have to be able to check in. And I know that on the video, B said that, basically the whole thing started when she had to give a refund. Latrice said, no, I didn't know about this. You didn't tell me. And B was saying, well, you know what? I did. I put it on a sticky note. But, she was saying that Latrice is always live on her phone and that she wasn't paying attention. That could be true. Because, we see Latrice on her phone a lot. Because that's her job. Duh. So I could see where they could have gotten messy. I could see that. But again, That's where those boundaries, and that's where that communication is so important, guys. And I hate to see you guys into it. And secrets may be told. Oh my God. That's messy. That's messy. I don't like to see that. I really want to see Latrice have these great friendships. And I want to see her thrive. And I also want to see her help other black women take this thing over, especially women who are not young and with these big bodacious butts out down the street. I want to see the everyday woman get on social media and make it too. I want to see where everybody can get a piece of the pie. Okay? The everyday woman. And that's why a lot of us like B. She's down to earth. You know what I'm saying? She's a quiet type person. You can tell she kind of stays to herself. We like B. A lot of us like Miss India too. She has a different personality than B. And I know she said something about B. Somebody. Now I'm getting a little bit confused. Now I remember. Oh, Latrice did say that B didn't like India. I would love to know what it was about Miss India that she didn't like. Now of course, in Latrice did say that Miss India was always calling her with Miss, and maybe B felt like since Latrice was dealing with all of these negative things going on social media, that she didn't need to always hear the negative. But again, there was an opportunity for dialogue. Okay? Straight communication, straight boundaries. Hey, friend, I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you being a good friend to me from what you see, but from what I see, I don't appreciate you always calling me, telling me these things are going on. I don't like it, friend. It's bringing me down, friend. It's bringing negative energy, friend. And therefore, I feel like Miss India would have heard that. So yeah. I just hate it for all three of you ladies. I wish the best for all three of you ladies. I want nothing but to see all three of you thrive. And that's Lucinda Speaks. Lucinda has spoken. And Lucinda is about to tell y'all good night. I love you guys. I enjoy my channel. And I enjoy what I have to say. And I look forward to your feedback. Like, share, and subscribe. Good night.